Alright boys, so last week Anime Vanguards finally released, so I was a little bit off on the August prediction, but you know, pretty close. So I thought I'd make a starter guide for anybody who is just starting out, doesn't know what to do, doesn't know what units to go for. So I've been playing the game pretty much non-stop. Just to show you, I do have every unit except Alucard. I've not gotten lucky with that. Spent, let's see, how many? 120,000 gems, haven't gotten them, but yeah. So the first thing, before you start playing, if you are interested in buying game passes, pretty much these three are all worth it, right here. VIP, pretty much always worth it. You get more XP, time chamber, which is actually good in this game. They've buffed it to be as good as macroing. And then 20% off summons over time, that's gonna really add up. Premium pass, you get a ton of rewards in this. You get a bunch of gems, rerolls, all that. Stat chips, I think. Maybe not, but you do get a lot of rerolls, so it's pretty worth it. And then the release bundle, 25 rerolls for 600, it's pretty good. And you get 2,500 gems. And these essence stones, which are what you use for evolving. And they're actually really good in this game because you can craft other color stones, which you couldn't do in like AA, but yeah. But any of those three are worth it. Probably VIP first, then premium, then the release bundle if you're looking to spend extra, but yeah. Alright, so the first thing to go over is the tier list I made. So what I would recommend you do is wait for really just wait for Sung-Jin Woo. He's like the best summonable mythic you can get by a good amount. Cha is also really good though, especially in story and like the challenge stages, but really either one of these. You can go for Obito as well. I wouldn't recommend going for Naruto or Vegeta. And then the legendaries, they're okay. They can carry you through story mode pretty easy. So if you just want to do a couple summons early on any banner to get one of them to carry you, you can do that. But yeah, go for Sung-Jin Woo or Cha, either one. Yeah, then going over support here, so Speedwagon's the only farm in the game, so you can just get him through summoning. He's not on the banner or anything, but he's pretty easy to get. Haruka's from the battle pass, and she gives, I think it's 18% damage buff after 6 waves. Sasuke can stun. Alligator, Crocodile can slow, and then Pain has knockback. So they're okay, but definitely get a Speedwagon. He's the best. Yeah, and then the next thing you want to do is redeem all the codes. They get pretty good rewards. So I'll post all the newest codes in the comment. You can also just look it up if you're watching this after the video's been uploaded. Okay, so the next thing, obviously, is story mode. I would recommend getting at least a legendary, just to make it quicker and easier. But yeah, just go through all the story mode, and then you can also do Nightmare. It's not that hard. I think you can do it with legendaries, but if you do get a mythic early, then it's even easier. So once you finish story mode, you should have a good amount of gems. You've probably gotten a mythic by then, so you can either farm to evolve them, which is just in the evolve section. Keep in mind that you can craft stars, so if you're missing a certain amount, if you have the green ones, you can craft them. And you can get these from legend stages. You can also get them from the challenge area. Now the daily challenges are actually pretty hard. This one, these are easier, but if you just find a group, you can probably get carried through them. So make sure you're doing those. But once you've got your mythic, you can go for their evolution, or you can start farming for Igris. So that's just Legend Stage 3 of the last map. Right here, as you can see, quite a few runs. But yeah, it's pretty rare. But you can also macro this, and I'll show that in a little bit. But the other thing you want to be doing is quests, so you get daily and weekly quests. Make sure you do these. They're pretty easy. Just keep up with them. Daily resets daily, obviously. Weekly resets weekly. And then you also have one-time quest things, achievements that you get from doing Nightmare mode. For these three, they get rerolls, good amount. And then this one you just get from summoning, having different units. And then there's also Paragon ones, which I haven't actually done yet. They get stat chips. Another thing to mention, you have level up rewards. It's like Genshin Impact, so make sure you're claiming these. You also get rewards for collecting new units. Evolutions count for this as well, so you can see all the units in the game here and which ones you're missing. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I'll post a list on screen, just like TLDR, what you should be doing, and then I'll show you how to macro for Igris here. Alright, so for this you'll need Tiny Task. Make sure you click always on top, that way it's not hidden by the game. Also 1x play, and then set up your hotkeys. You can use whatever, but what I do for this is I go up here, zoom all the way in, walk up to the edge, and then zoom out. And basically you can also turn down your UI scale, makes it easier. But really you just want to be able to see in between the statues, so here, 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 and here and here, because they can randomly light up and then you have to kill them. So that's what makes macroing this a little bit different from other stages, but it's still pretty easy just by getting up on the statue here. Also, you don't really need great units for this, but you do need multiple, because you're gonna have to cover all these statues. So that's like, you can use one unit if they have a big enough range for 2 statues though, or if you upgrade them a little bit. So you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different units for that, and then you still need units to kill the mobs. But for now we're just gonna wait for them to get to the end of the map. Alright, so we've reached the fail screen, so now we can start our macro. So what I like to do is I just click for like 5 seconds just to make sure it gets through the previous reward screen. Then we'll click retry, and I usually do this for about 10 seconds until it says time left 20. So we'll do that. And then I'll click yes until the 5-second thing is gone. And then we'll place our first unit. And what you want to make sure you do is move your mouse around like this before you place it. And then I'll usually just double place just to make sure he gets placed. The reason you do this though is that, see, as you can see, like the speedwagon is not where my mouse is until I move it. So that can happen when you're macroing. Alright, so yeah, just pretty much get your speedwagons down. So I usually place 3 and upgrade 1 before I place a unit, but it depends what units you're using. Alright, so we'll place our first unit down. Right here. Now they did actually nerf this stage, I guess you could say. The statue doesn't, I'm pretty sure the statue doesn't shoot its lasers at you anymore, but it used to, so I still place 2 units down just to be safe. But, and if you are using like weaker units, you might need more. You just have to play through it and see for yourself. But yeah, now we can just focus on speedwagon. Alright, so now I got my speedwagons down, so I'm gonna place my front units. So I'll do 2 up here, just to get some extra takedowns for Igris. We'll upgrade her to this upgrade, and then we can start placing her on the statues. Alright, so now that we're placing at the statues, so for her, she has enough range anyway, so I don't need to upgrade her, so I'll just put her right there. Make an extra placement just to be sure, and we'll do it for pretty much all these. You can place right in between 2. You do want to test and make sure they have enough range to hit both, but the hitboxes are pretty big, so they probably are. Alright, and now we got all of our statues covered. It's wave 15, wagon, and then we can upgrade our front stuff here. And now we pretty much just wait until the statue's dead. Alright, so here he is, he's almost dead. As you can see, he doesn't have the shield because all the statues have been killed by our units. And there we go. So I usually wait about 5 seconds here, and then we'll start spam clicking. It's right in the middle. And then I'll keep clicking for another 5 or so seconds. And then I'll end the recording. And that's it. And then from this screen, from the fail screen or the victory screen, you just replay it and you keep doing it. Now, I found that reusing it is a bit tricky because you have to line up the camera exactly the same, so I usually just record a new one each time. But if you can get it to work multiple times, then yeah, it's just quicker. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any suggestions on what else I should make, leave them in a comment. I'll probably do like a showcase on some of these guys. But yeah, that's about it.